Yeah, very good morning to everybody out there. It's your warrior junior, the fight of a thousand, the fight of a thousand millennia. You can call it that. I don't know that maybe that sounds good. The fight of a thousand millennia, and I fight it every minute and every day. Um, Out of my chai spice tea, so I was drinking the other organics, what's the other tea? The ginger, the other ginger. Fuck, what's it called again? It's the other organics, lemon ginger tea. But you know what? I have this in reserve from Trader Joe's. This one is called the ginger turmeric herbal tea. So I have what I do is I buy everyone. I got it. So like I don't generally drink it, but it's all right. It's not bad. It's a little something different. But I do like the chai spice. That's my number one pick. It's got that caffeine kick that I like so much. So, various things. I did hit the gym today in the morning, even though I didn't work out yesterday, but I felt the soreness today, um, especially from doing like a lot of different hanging type exercises, which puts a lot of pressure on the top, what I call the tie-ins of your forearm to your bicep. That the elbow, and not the elbow, but on the other side. The tie-in to the forearm bicep. It's hard, dude. Genetically, I was not designed to be big, and I'm not big. I never was, but I mean, at my max, I was damn near close to 200, and it was hard as fuck for me to get to that weight. Eat, sleep, train. My God, fucking lot. Tons of leg work. Oh my God, dude, it was crazy what I was doing. Whole life revolved around bodybuilding, and it goes away like this. But there's muscle memory though, and I started thinking about that today when I was training in the morning, and I go, I'm listening to this, these motivational things on YouTube telling you to fight, keep doing, keep doing. I apply for jobs in Vegas. I never hear nothing back. And, it's, I know people can hang in there. What else are you gonna do if you don't hang in there? I used to go like when I drank and I gambled. I go to these bars and I'd sit there all day. Except if I got hungry, and then I'd go get some meat and come back and go back to the drinking. That was like, you know, in a sick way, I kind of miss it. But it's still, what are you missing? You think you're missing out on times that shit don't go nowhere. Go back to that shit, and then you just wind up in the same crap hole. That's what it is. Last time I went to the casino was about 2.5 months ago, and I have a very good memory of how much I lost and what I felt like over the couple of weeks I went there. I just don't want that life anymore. I don't want it. I don't want to win. I sure as hell don't want to lose. Drinking just fucks with your health. Body's got to be used. And when you're sitting in a bar just drinking, you're not using your body. You know, never met any women all my years. Damn, it's a fucking waste. Like, you know, everybody's got their path, right? But you people are kind of creatures of habit. You know, they do the kind of the same thing over and over. And I don't know what most people consider a successful, productive life. I just, have a very hard time figuring it out as I got older. It's like, you just watch these younger people go to clubs and stuff like that, and good for them. But I lived that. I did that when I was young too. And what happens is, time goes, it just goes. Yeah, I know. Mm. I like to sit in my apartment, like in the early, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and just think that I don't have to run around, be some schlep rock doing the fucking hard ass job that you don't want to do, making peanuts. I like that feeling. I like freedom. You know what's interesting? This is like completely unrelated, but well, it's not completely unrelated. I talk about Las Vegas a lot. I like the desert. I like the Nevada desert for some reason. It just like exudes freedom. I use that word a lot. Freedom. It's not obstructed by, like, in LA, all these tall buildings. You can't see, the mountains really. You can see the Hollywood Hills from where I live, but it's like houses on there, and who cares? But in like Las Vegas, you get out there, those guys that go out there and they try to go around the perimeter of Area 51. Can't even get near that facility. Um, and just like beautiful. It's like you see those mountains out there, Mount Charleston, and all these things. I remember sitting in McCarran Airport. I think they renamed it, but I remember seeing the mountains from the airport terminal. It was just so beautiful. It's like I just wish that I had enough money to where I could get like a nice condo. Fuck! I saw condos for sale, the Trump Tower for like 200,000. I mean, goddamn! I remember like you know, maybe 5 years ago, the penthouse floor was 1 million. Fucking penthouse. And then I remember the MGM Signature Tower, the condos were like 100,000. I just couldn't get, I'm just too late to the dance, man. I'm too late to the dance. I couldn't get financing, and then I never really had. And then when I kind of got a sizable amount of money, then I fucked up my credit. Like it just all never flowed. I never really had a shot at it. I'm one of those guys. You give me a shot, I'm gonna take it. I just never really had a shot. Like I can't seem to get it. Like then I pay back the credit cards and then they cut off my line. So it's like, you're looking at my lines that I had 7,000 on like 5 cards. They killed me on everything. So it's really hard. Like when you do good and you get fucked. I know some people 100,000 is nothing, a 30-year mortgage, but still, yeah, think about that. That's 30 years. You'll probably be paying like 140,000, maybe more, 160,000 over the life of the loan. Depends how much you put down, you know. And ideally, you'd want like something really solid. You make some real money. You go out there so that God forbid shit falls apart. You're okay, you know. The reason why it's so cheap is because Las Vegas is not Los Angeles. I'm well aware of. I'm well aware of. You know, they build out. They don't build up there. You know, casinos they build up, but they build out for the residential, and there's plenty of space out there to build out. But I'm a walker, and let me tell you something. I've walked in Vegas. I've walked a lot. Um, but I'm used to like markets every couple miles. Like I'm used to like being able to get to where I gotta go. Like I can find my way around. And something tells me Vegas is not designed for that. Also, a different kind of crop of people. I mean, I never was really in Summerlin or something like that area, but some of those people out there, real kind of shit kickers. Real kind of fucking Wild West kind of people. Gun toting Republican mentality. That hell yeah, boy, that well, I never, they got that kind of weird backwards thinking process. I just, but it's still with all that, even with all that, there's something about it, like a freedom that it's euphoric, man. When you're there, there's no place like it. And I haven't been all over, but I'll tell you, like Vegas, when I'm there, I'm like, man, I feel like it's like I always say home. Like ET says that. When I fly into Vegas, I go home. You like it like that's where I belong, kind of thing. But part of me is also scared, because I'm used to like where I live. I'm centrally located. You know, Cedar Sinai is a one of the best hospitals in the world, I guess people say. And, it's not too far. A couple miles walking. And, you gotta go to hospitals right there. It's like when you need food, it's not too far away. Markets, but I feel like I didn't make it, in life. Time doesn't stop. It's like, when I went back to college in my 30s and I got my associate degree, I just wanted that. It's all I wanted was that associate degree. And I know it wasn't going to lead anywhere. I just wanted it as a personal accomplishment. But I got it so fast that I said, let me keep going. Let me keep going. And, the bachelor degree was very difficult for me because I didn't know what to major in, and I was going just to get money, grant money, loan money, whatever. So I was going after it for the wrong reasons. And then I wound up finally getting it through National University. That's when I kind of said, let me get this fucking paper. And I got it. And like for a couple of weeks, I was like high head. I was so happy. It's like, yeah, I got my bachelor degree in general studies. Completely worthless, but it opened the door for me to go for a master's, and I'm kind of proud of my master's degree because I took my time to get it, almost 3 years, and I got it. It was supposed to be sports admin, but it's in PE, physical education, so whatever. And then at that point, when I was almost, and I said, nah, I'm going the whole fucking way. I'm getting a PhD. But then I learned this thing called an EDD, Doctor of Education, which is comparable to a PhD. So I said, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Let me pick up one of those. It looked like it was less units. So, you know, I was about to start an EDD program, and at Liberty University they had this thing called the EDS, and I go, what's that? He goes, oh, is that a certificate? I said, no, no. Well, no, it's a degree. It's educational specialist, and it was basically on the way. You could pick it up without too much work that wasn't in continue on to get your doctor of education. I said, you know, and it was only 30 units. So I said, you know what? The doctor thing is like 54 units. Let me get this damn specialist degree. It's 30 units, like my master's. Let me pick that up so I have something. And I did that. I did that. I got the specialist degree, and from there, and then I transferred into their EDD program, and they wouldn't take all my units. They said they were changing up the program, and I know I talked about this before, but sometimes I like just to get it out. So they wouldn't take all the units that I took in my specialist program, so it really pissed me off. So I intentionally flunked out after a semester, and I went somewhere else. And the other school I transferred, and they took a considerable amount of units, but I still had a lot of fucking another like a lot of classes they wanted me to take statistics. Or man, I did it all. I did it fucking all. So I finished all the coursework, and then to get your you got to take these comp exams to get to the dissertation. And I got totally fucked on. You get 3 chances at it, and I get my last chance at it on a couple days. And I'm not nervous. I don't care. Like I'm gonna basically just rehash, redo what I did on the first two. If I pass it, great. If I don't, I'm done. I can go either somewhere else or say to fucking hell with it. I used to think, like all these degrees. My point of all of this is I used to think all these college degrees were going to get me whopping opportunities, and they didn't fucking get nothing. Nothing. Yes, it's fucking higher education admin. It's like it's not a it's postmaster's degree. It's closer. No, 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 no. It's a doctor level. It's doctorate level because all that work I did transferred comparable to EDD and also to the program I'm in now. So it's not. Yeah, it is a postmaster's degree, but it's still doctoral level. It's not a doctorate or doctor degree. I know that, but it's not a fucking postmaster cert. Like these fuckers they belittle it, and it just doesn't get enough credit. I hate that. I told them it's like an associate's of a doctor. They go, there's no such thing. And I go, it doesn't matter what you say, there's no such thing. It's still a title. It's a specialist. It's not a fucking, it's not it's just problem. It's not really that big of a deal. Um, so I'm kind of upset that like I really thought it would be honored highly. Like I thought, wow, an EDS degree is like, you know, it should be like almost ABD. What good is fucking is that? A doctoral candidacy doesn't mean you're a candidate. You're ABD, all but dissertation, but you haven't made it. And some of these idiots they think it's a title. Like there's one moron at this other school. He puts that after his name, ABD, as a dude. Unless your name is Arthur, Baker Daniels or something like that. What's this? What are you putting that after your name? It's not a title. A doctoral candidate is not. It's not a title. It's a status that you have. It's a status. It's not a title. And in some schools, you don't need to take comp exams, so they don't even have. I don't know what the fuck they want for that. Doctoral candidacy thing. It's just, it, man. In some schools, you don't want a dissertation. They just want like a capstone project. So, kind of like I regret it because I found other programs that were shorter, less units. But now I've done, like you don't want to start over, dude. After you've done all this fucking work, dude. I've been in doctoral level work since, holy shit, coming up on 4 years already. I'm not gonna fucking start over some other program where they barely take any of all the work I've done over the past 4 years. It's that's stupid. That's stupid. In a lot of these schools, they say, "Oh, we have a degree completion pathway, for your EDD, doctorate or whatever." Yeah, and that's minimum 18 months. Minimum 18 fucking months. I'm like basically one credit away from doctoral candidacy. In dissertations like 8 credits, and the defense is one. So you want me to go to your fucking school and give you 18 fucking a year and a half of all that fucking work and shit? I know how much work I've done, no, it's not a completion pathway. I mean, they call it that, but they're just trying to grind you for money. To me, a degree completion is like 10 credits, something. Not anymore. Well, you gotta have residency in the school. I know, like NCU, they want 23. Um, Trident is 24. You know, only 6 classes, but you can't take more than one, and it's long. They grind you out. They want you to go for at least over a year. It's a long fucking time, man, for that title of doctor that might not be fucking nothing. It sounds cute. I know. The good doctor. Yeah, you know what? It's not cute when you can't use it, can't make any money. Okay. It's man. Let me tell you something. I know. I got that. When you get the degree, for a couple of weeks, you're in high cotton. You're like fucking wow. I got my. I remember when I got my bachelor's, when I got my master's, and I got the specialist degree. It was very exciting. I was like, yeah, I fucking did it. And everything. And then that excitement goes away. And then there's no jobs. You don't get no opportunity. And then you start getting agitated. And you start saying, what the fuck did I do all this shit for? Just to pocket some money, on the side or something. Literally, you could be a professional student. Okay, what you could fucking do is, as long as you qualify for loans every year, you could literally stay in school for the rest of your life. Okay, you could literally do that. Too. And you're not going to make life changing money. You're gonna, you go pocket. I think it's what is it, 20,000. It depends. You might go pocket little more if you specialization school to try to become a veterinarian or health professions things. Maybe a little more you can borrow. Um, I looked into all these things. You can go to law school, borrow, and try to pocket some money on the side. If you find a cheap school, but there's going to be a lot of work. It's almost like working. You got to do all this work, and if your heart's not really in it, it's going to be that much harder. And I just thought about it. I was like, you know what, man, I got 4 of these papers already. If I wasn't this close, I would say to hell with it. I say, what's this stupid doctor of education thing? Is people and I challenge one of these professors. I let him have it. It's like, listen, man, your schools, they're in school to make money. They're in business to make money. Don't give me this song and dance that you're trying to help people. You're trying to like scholarly writing. That shit don't mean fucking jack shit, man. Let's just be honest. Let's be fucking honest. You keep talking about these scholarly writing and scholarly things. That don't mean jack shit. Like, if you're going to be a professor, it's how you communicate with students. It's the most important thing. Is scholarly writing. You're gonna, fucking students. It matters how you teach, man. I'm sorry, it's like I used to want to teach. I used to want to try to get in, and then I applied at community colleges in Vegas, and none of these fucking people reached out to me. UNLV, a university. I tried. They won't do it. You know, it's frustrating. I put in time to get that EDS degree. It was like almost a year and a half, and it hasn't really been a defining factor like you would think. You would think that okay, well, master's degree. they want that, and then they want doctorate, an earned doctorate. What about my EDS? Like halfway there, there's something. And they just don't. I haven't seen one thing like where the schools really take that into high consideration. Because think about it. Like if a PhD is like, let's say, 60 units, this is halfway there. I mean, that's a big deal. That's above masters. It's like it should be regarded highly in education. If it's higher education admin, which mine is, educational leadership or whatever, and you like they poo-poo it. They poo-poo it like it's not that big of a deal. To Liberty University, you know how much I paid? You know how much work I put in? I paid even $200 for the fucking frame that it goes in. It's an oversized fucking diploma. I mean, it's not a standard little thing. It's fucking big. That frame is big. It's like this, okay? Where my cup is and where my hand is. It's big. I paid like $200 for the right frame that it goes in from the School of Education. I said it was like a lifetime achievement, to get that fucking thing. And I know anybody that earns a doctorate degree, that's a lifetime achievement too. I used to think a master's degree was that big of a deal too. It doesn't seem like it's nothing. It's not nothing, but it just makes it feel like nothing when people are not breaking down the door to hire you, or give you a chance at something, like. So in a way, I did give up. In a way, I just lost faith in trying to stick my neck out there, and trying to fucking try everything. I just like some things are just too late. I'm trying not to sound pessimistic, but you're getting when you get older, man, it's like you showed up to the dance. You're too late to the party, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, doesn't mean life is over, but fuck. It's like no mazel. Sorry, Yiddish mazel's like luck. It's one crypto thing. I thought I got into it right when it came out, twice, and just I was wrong here, and then I bailed out. If I just would have stayed in and been patient, damn, I would have made some good money. But then I jumped in at 22. Like I said, all right, fuck it, let's go. And then 22 cents went to 24, and then it never came back. I thought it was going to a buck. If it would have hit a buck, I would have had like 50 grand, and I wouldn't have been greedy. I would have got the fuck out. There's my condo money right there. I don't need the whole 100,000. You come in at 50, you give them 50,000 down. I could finance the last 50 over 30 years or 15. Then we're talking. Damn, I just couldn't get that little luck that it takes for it to be. It's like when I went into the futures trading, when I went palladium. I just needed that little bit more. What I mean a little bit more is like just to continue the trend for just. I wasn't being greedy. I know how much I needed. That's a difference between greed and need. I needed, to get that enough money to put down or to buy it outright. Like it's not greed. Greed is like, you know, you need it all, like for no reason. Like you just greed. Portray. I don't know how to say it. Like perpetuated on just like sickness, like greed, like it's never enough kind of thing. That's greed. I'm not greedy. Like I'm just trying to I'm trying to hit it once. And that's what it is. You just got to be right once. I know I talk about this so many times, but I just keep getting killed. Like just can't get that little over the top thing where it's like, all right, okay, fine, I got it, I got the money, all right, I'm good now, I got a chance, and it's just like, damn, it's just frustrating when you try all these different things and nothing works. And all these guys, these motivational guys, just say, oh yeah, they got knocked down. And I don't know about everybody. Um, I don't know about, these high profile people that made it. That they keep talking about what they went through. I only know what I went through, and I didn't make it. My definition of making it is like being, for me, is being in a position where you could buy the things that you need, like, or and it's within your parameters. I talk about this condo for 100,000, a nice Rolex for 15, you know, 15,000. Like, this is not a lot, really, in my mind. Not a lot of money. It's just seemed hard to accrue. Like, hard to fucking get it. Just what really sucks is, like, you only get like one go around, in this life, and it's like, without a real chance, without a boost or something like that. I walk around in my area here, and I know there's people. They made it. They got money. You know, but they hide behind me. They're high trimmed bushes. Their homes, like, they got these 40 foot tall bushes that block their home. You can't even see, like, and they don't walk around these people. One time I saw this woman, who lives in a really, really nice place around the block from me, a couple blocks. And, like, I was walking, like, and she just got in there. She went in real, real fast, real quick. Like, they think they're like targets or something. Like, people are gonna try to fucking, oh, what do you have? Like, how rich are you? Like, how'd you make your money? Kind of thing. It doesn't fucking matter. Now, I told you, most of it is from she was probably married to a billionaire or something, or comes from a family with a lot of money. Um, doesn't matter how they got it. The thing is, they got it, and they know they got it. And they know their targets. They know that people are going to be like, ooh, they want to be friends with the rich. The rich is like, you know, it's amazing. It's like, I mean, I have freedom, but I'm not rich. Like, I don't. But in their mind, like, that rich is like, it's like, gives you the ability to do anything. Like, imagine, like, if you're rich, you could say today, all right, let me go to the Rolex store. Go look around. You know, and I'm not talking window shop. If there's one that you want, okay, here it is. I'll buy it. Just put it on my big credit card that I can, and just rack up some free points. Like, and pay it off. I got millions and millions, so it's nothing. Like, that's rich in my mind. Like, I can't do that. I don't have that. God, it's like, God bless these people. Like, I know that's, God bless these people. It's like, God blessed these people is what I'm saying. Like, they could do anything. Like, that personal training boxing place, the dog pound place that I went by, its high end spot. It's like 200 or 300 a session. They got 10 sessions for like 2,400 or something. And it's like, for somebody with money, but you ain't gonna get good by that. You're not gonna get, if you have no experience or nothing. What do you, dude? They got money to burn. They got money to fucking burn. Okay, and they're not really giving a lot of it away. They're not. To you, if you're like me, like $1,000 is a decent amount of money. to those people, $1,000 is like, if you have like a bowl of change and quarters, that's what it is to them. It's like nothing. It's nothing. Like when I go do my laundry, I got a pile of quarters. It's nothing. I grab 3 or 4. That's what $2,000 is to those people that have millions and millions. It's nothing. Now it doesn't mean they burn through it, but they know, the value of the money. But it's all circumstantial, or I don't know if that's not the right word. It's all relative. It's all relative. If you have this much, this is nothing, compared to what you have. But if you don't only have this much, then this much is a considerable amount. Same amount, but it's all relative to that, those people that live behind those 40-foot bushes, tall bushes and stuff. Excuse me. And the problem is that those people, like, they can't help you. Even if you were to talk to them and try to figure out what they did, how they make their money, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter because you can't copy the process. It's unique to them. Most of it is family money. Either it's or there's the young dudes that got into the internet around 2000 when they were kind of, and they're probably still younger than me, and they killed it on something. They bought a domain name, or anything. I don't know. I don't know. Or they were like producers of something. I don't know. Okay. They're very defensive, those people, because they know they got money and they don't want to be targeted. And that's why I kind of don't even bother with them, because they're not going to they're not going to help you. They're not going to help you. Like, their advice is not going to help you. Is what I that I mean. I just want to make sure not to be too vague. Their advice is really not going to help you, because you got to find out who you are. And the problem is, if you're kind of like me and you were passionate about something that there's like really no money in, then you're fucked. I chose dancing. I chose the wrong thing. Isn't that like a shame? Can you imagine telling, like, if you have like a daughter or something like that, hey, I don't want you taking ballet because you're not going to be able to make a living at it. You crush their dreams, like you crush their dreams, right like that. But you tell them the reality of things, and that's my problem. That I wasted my life in things that there was nowhere to go with, and I thought I was going to be the one, like, that could uh, maybe change that. They say it's the person that walks the road less traveled. You know, but I'm just telling you real reality of things. You could go down that road and there's nothing there. There's nothing there, man. I'm very sorry to tell you. For me, anyway. I don't know how much money Les Twins made $1 million on World of Dance. Okay? But they were already popular before that. And I can guarantee you I got more time than they do. There's a lot of people with more time dancing, street dancing, than those guys. But they made it. What are you gonna do? What can you do? What can you do? just got to keep thinking. What you don't do is go back to negative things. I heard Sugar Ray Leonard talk about this. He had a big drinking and drug problem. After he retired, he was able to finally quit that crap too. Easy to go down the wrong road. Tough to find the right one that could lead somewhere. Yep. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit, but I thought I would just share some of the uphill battle struggles and no winning success or anything to report. Sucks. Wish I could have some good news on that. Yeah. All right. Well, Warrior Junior hangs tough, man. Hangs tough. That's what you got to do. Hang tough. That's all you can do.